Boomflowah! Good evening, this is BelGeode and we are back with some more DCS World 1.5.6, otherwise known as the open beta. And in case you haven't noticed the thumbnail tonight, we are doing something completely different. We are flying the FA-18 Charlie model Hornet. Now before you get all bent out of shape and start flooding my comments and my inbox, this is not the Eagle Dynamics version of the Hornet that we're all waiting for. This is a mod. I downloaded this mod for free from VFA-113, otherwise known as the Stingers. They are a virtual squadron that do a lot of multiplayer stuff and some single player stuff. I figured that I would hone my Hornet skills from now, just on the off chance that the Hornet was coming sometime relatively soon, maybe in another 2 weeks. That's a running joke. Don't kill me. So I created this scenario. We're going to do a good old-fashioned cap and some carrier ops with the Hornet. Today, we're going to be enforcing a no-fly zone over the northern border of Georgia. Lately, the enemy has been testing the envelope with intentions to break it, and the line in the snow has been drawn. We are Pontiac 9-1. Our task is simple. We're going to do our combat air patrol. We're going to take out any air threats encroaching on Georgian territory. Overlord will make us aware if they cross the border, and if they do, we are cleared to fire. Texaco, which is an S3 Viking, will be on station for refueling if necessary. And lastly, Alert 5 Tomcats will be standing by just in case anyone gets hurt. So, pretty basic stuff. We're ready to go. Let's go. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some power here. And we'll set up our navigation. Whoa! And that's got to be Texaco.
Texaco, passing waypoint 2 at 160.
Okay. So, Texaco just took off, and in case you're wondering, what you're looking at here is the USS George H.W. Bush, otherwise known as CVN-77. Now, CVN-77 does come with this mod. This is an all-inclusive thing, but there are some catches, and I'm going to explain that in a moment. First, let me make it a little bit more quiet here. So we'll set our lights on, we'll close the cockpit, we'll turn on the mirrors. Okay. Alright, so first things first, this particular mod does come with the Hornet. You may have noticed that the interior is not quite accurate. And I use that term loosely. The way they were able to get this thing to work, you have the exterior model of the Hornet, which you might notice that skin looks a little bit familiar. That is VFA-106, otherwise known as the Gladiators. This is the Centennial skin, which, if you are eagle-eyed in the audience, you will also recognize it from my very first episode of X-Plane 11. It's the same exact skin, only for DCS. So yes, that's what the externals of this Hornet are based on. The internals, of course, as I'm sure you can see, should be very familiar. This is the F-15 cockpit, except for some minor adjustments. Throttles, I'm looking at you. Now the flight model, this is where it gets really interesting. This is where they Frankenstein the hell out of this stuff. The flight model is the Su-33. So it comes with everything that the Su-33 has. And of course the Su-33 is a Navy type plane. So yes, it kind of fits. It kind of fits. However, there are some differences as well. Now, as we're going along, another thing that I need to call attention to here, you may notice where we are positioned for our start position. That's the cat track, or the catapult track. This is where we are. behind the jet blast deflectors. Not exactly the right place. The reason for that is because this ship is modeled after the Kuznetsov. That has some inherent problems. Number one, it sets us right here at our start position. This is where we're going to take off from. Number two, if those jet blast deflectors go up, meaning if I call for clearance to take off, we're going to fly right through them. And honestly, I don't feel like crashing and burning before I even take off, so we're going to avoid that altogether. And number three, when we get near to the end of that cat track, before we get to the end of the cat track, it's going to have us go up on a ski ramp. Because remember, all the Kuznetsov ships, there's only one, has a ski ramp. This ship and all Nimitz ships do not. So it's going to look weird, and I'm going to warn you from now. Be advised, it's going to look weird. Alright, but with all of that having been said, we're still going to see if we can make this whole thing work, because I need to make some stuff go Boomflowah. So, let's contact the island and see if we can get clearance to startup.
Pontiac 9-1, request startup. Pontiac 9-1, cleared for startup, wind 357 at 6 meters per second. Pontiac 9-1, for takeoff. Pontiac 9-1, taxi to parking area. Pontiac 9-1, request takeoff. Pontiac 9-1, you are clear for takeoff already. Climb 300 at QSC 29.73. Pontiac 9-1, for takeoff.
I don't think they're going to abort my takeoff, and I don't know how this is going to work, so we're just going to play it by air. 2, are you ready? Sure as hell hope you're ready. I'm going to do a quick controls wipeout, and we're going to see if we can make this work. Okay, wings are good.
On station at Pulse 236 for 13 at 15,000.
Left aileron, right aileron, elevator, elevator, rudder, rudder, speed brakes, flaps. Okay, let me see if I can call them one more time here. Abort takeoff, please.
Pontiac 9-1, abort takeoff. Pontiac 9-1, taxi to parking area.
That's all I need to see. Okay, full military. Wait for the engine to come up to speed. Full afterburner, and we are out of here. There we go up the imaginary ski ramp, and we're off. It would figure that 2 would be able to fly right through those jet blast deflectors. If I would have tried that, I probably would have blown up. No bueno. But that's okay, because we're airborne, and I'm already tracking towards waypoint 1, and I've got about 4 nautical miles until I get there. So, good deal. So all we need to do is wait for 2 to get into position, and then we're good to go. In the meantime, let's see who else we have in this theater. Okay, so that's everybody that we've got in the theater, and as you can see, our enemies for this round are going to be MiG-23s. They're loaded for bear. They have radar missiles, they have IR missiles or heat seekers. So yeah, we are definitely going to get into the thick of it. It is not going to be a situation where we've just got the blunt stick and we're going to bop them over the head with it. There's a little bit of work that's going to need to be done. So, first things first, let's go ahead and get some afterburner going here, because obviously I'm getting way too slow and I need to get up to about 15,000 feet. And while we're at it, let's see where 2 is, because I'd like to turn off my lights. 2, are you back there? Where the hell is 2? Seriously? Well, he's not on that side. I didn't think he would be, but... And we've got full tanks of gas. Oh, what is this? Pontiac 9-1. We have contacts 10 miles from the border. Move to intercept if they cross the line. Okay. Well, I'm going to keep it on full military then. We still need to find out where 2 is, so let's check for him real quick. Okay, 2 is closing in, so I'm going to put my throttle down to about 50% for the time being, until I see him get there. We are currently feet dry, meaning we are currently flying over land, as opposed to feet wet over the water. Alright. Now, we got a couple of things we need to wait for here. Even though Overlord has acknowledged that those guys are encroaching on the border, we still need to wait for them to get in position and start giving us bogey dopes before we can engage. Once they cross the border, we are good to go. And 2, where in the hell, man? I'm slowing down and you're not catching up. What's up with this? I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the lights here. Lights are off. And here comes 2. Perfect timing, buddy. Or more to the point, about bloody well time. Appreciate it. I'm glad you're with me. Okay, I'm gonna wait until he is in position before we start moving out. And how much do we have to the next waypoint? Approximately 12 nautical miles. Not too shabby. Our speed's looking good. We're right about 270 knots and we're just shy of 14.5. That would be Angel's 14.5. Come on, buddy. We don't have all day, man. We got stuff to do. We got people to kill. And as a matter of fact, now that he's here, I've got an idea. For this mission, I want him to cover me. Because I know how the AI is. They either miss all the time or they will kill you.
2, cover me. 2, roger.
Okay, they have crossed the border. We are cleared hot. We're going to take them down. 2, turn on your radar, please.
2, radar on.
I'm going to do the same thing.
2, radar on.
And we're also going to set it to air-to-air mode. We've got the AMRAAM selected. Yes. Okay, so as soon as we have these guys on radar, we should be good to go. I'm going to go ahead and increase speed because we still need to get up to about 25,000 or Angels 25. And to do that, we are going to want to hang a left. Which reminds me, there's one thing I should tell you about this aircraft mod, I should say. If you do decide to download it, be advised, the kneeboard does not work all that great. I don't know if that is user error or if that's actually something as far as the person who packaged this mod. But I'm currently pressing the screen forward and the screen backwards, and it is not moving my kneeboard at all. I can't even mark my position on it. No bueno. Kneeboard is out of the game for this one. Alright, what's our distance here? Oh, I can't tell. Why?
Overlord, on station at Bull
because I'm in combat mode. Alright, give me a bogey dope, please.
91, Overlord, Bra, 031, 450 at 25,000 knots.
Okay, that's what I was waiting for. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and kick it into full burners.
91, Overlord, Bra, 028, 460 at 22,000 knots. Pontiac 91, Overlord, Bra, 031, 450 at 25,000 knots.
Okay, well they are up at an altitude and I can see them on a RWR.
034, 450 at 25,000 knots.
Alright, radar is showing us Overlord to the right.
1, Overlord, Bra, 032, 445 at 25,000 knots.
Good deal, good deal. Okay, we're just waiting to get visual on these guys.
Overlord, Bra, 028, 445 at 22,000 knots.
Alright, I'm gonna bring us back down.
Overlord, Bra, 036, 440 at 25,000 knots.
Okay, I think I got visual on these guys. I'm gonna come off the autopilot.
Overlord, Bra, 032, 440 at 25,000 knots.
Okay, I got him.
Overlord, Bra, 033, 428 at 25,000 knots.
Missile 12 o'clock low.
Okay, Fox 3.
Shoot.
Overlord, Bra,
Shoot.
029, 430 at
2.
28,000 knots.
Kill him.
Flight, engage bandits. 2, missile launch, 12 o'clock. 2, spike, 12 o'clock. 2, spike, 12 o'clock. 2,
Missile 3 o'clock low. Missile 3 o'clock low. Missile 3 o'clock high.
Overlord, Bra, 040, 426 at 25,000
Missile 3 o'clock high.
Boomflowah!
Bra, 038, 428 at 25,000 knots.
Alright, I'm gonna switch it to flood mode here.
Shoot. Shoot.
That's what I'm looking for.
Bra,
Fox 3.
447 at 23,000 knots.
Kill him, baby. Kill him.
Overlord, Bra, 05149 at 25,000 flanking.
Okay, I'm gonna switch to sidewinders.
Pontiac 91.
Boomflowah! Gotcha.
02349 at 21,000 gold. Pontiac 91, Overlord, Bra,
2, where are you?
flight, engage bandits.
Oh boy, we got more MiGs incoming.
Pontiac 91, Overlord, Bra, 01449 at 17,000 flanking.
014-9.
Overlord, Bra, 023-410 at 12,000 flanking.
Well, that's the E2.
1 o'clock.
Okay, deal with it. Handle it, buddy.
2, engage defensive.
No, you handle it.
2, tally bandit, 12 o'clock.
Oh, dear Lord, in a ebon.
2, engaging bandit.
Thank you.
2, tally bandit, 1 o'clock. 2, tally bandit, 12 o'clock.
Do something, man. Do something.
Pontiac 91, Overlord, pop-up group 00448 at 8,000 flanking.
Ain't nobody got time for your pop-up group right now. I need this sucker.
Pop-up group 00410 at 8,000 knots.
Where the hell is he?
Pontiac 91, Overlord, pop-up group 33946 at 8,000 knots.
That's all fine and well. I need to know where this guy is.
91, request bogey dope. 2, Fox 2.
Alright, do it.
2, Fox 2. 2,
Nice!
Pontiac 9-1, Overlord, merged.
What do you mean merged? Where the hell is he?
9-1, Overlord, Bra 22441 at 9000, flanking.
Oh, he's trying to get past me. Okay, well, you got it, buddy. Nice! Boomflowah! Sorry about your luck. Okay. So it looks like we now have MiG-21s. Oh, and there's a little bit of an error in what I put on that little pop-up there, because it says MiG-21. It's supposed to say MiG-23. My bad. My bad. Alright, let's put it back to nav mode. So that way I can hit the next waypoint. We'll set it up for waypoint number 4, which supposedly is directly ahead. And I'm gonna go ahead and activate our autopilot. So far, I'm really liking how this Hornet works. It's not the official Hornet, but it's still able to fly and fight the way that I would like. And I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. Alright, 2. Are you in position, sir? He's back there. He's just lollygagging, as usual. So we'll pull the throttles back to about 60%, give him enough chance to catch up with us, and then we will continue the second half of this mission. In the meantime, let's see how our enemies are doing. Okay, well, apparently these guys are serious. They're in formation, they're a hell of a lot more controlled than the MiG-23s, and it looks like they're coming in for blood. However, we are in FA-18 Hornets, which is a Gen 4 aircraft. MiG-21, not so much Gen 4. So, technically, the cards should be stacked in our favor. We'll see how well that's going to work out in a moment here. In the meantime, I need a little bit of afterburner here because, again, my speed is dipping a little too low. And what are we doing like on gas here? Let's see. We still have that drop tank in the center, and from the looks of it, we're about 7,000 pounds, 3,500 in each engine, so it's still drawing from the wing tanks. It is not drawing from the drop tank, which means if we get into some hot and heavy dogfighting, I cannot jettison that center line tank just yet. 2, how are you doing, son? Clearly, he's gonna run out of gas before I do. Alright. Overlord, how about you give me a bogey dope? Because we're still a good ways away from the beach. And I know those guys are still feet wet.
Overlord, Pontiac 9-1. Request bogey dope. Pontiac 9-1. Overlord, Bra 279 490 at 5,000 knots.
Okay, well that tells me where I need to go. Alright, autopilot off. I'm telling you, that is what I love about the flight model being based on a Su-33. I know the Su-33 inside and out. So I know when to put on the autopilot and when to take it off, and when to just set it on a 3D axis. So it'll autopilot altitude hold, and it will attitude hold, as well as roll hold. So we're pretty much going to go straight until the other end of the Black Sea, unless I turn the autopilot off. But the beautiful thing about it, we're heading in the right direction, so we should be able to see these guys coming up. Alright, now, in the meantime, I don't need the nav mode anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and put it back on air-to-air. Radar is still on, so we'll zoom that out. Let's see. Now, this radar is a little bit funny. I'm sure that those of you who are veterans to DCS, you're quite familiar with how to use this thing. If you zoom this thing all the way out, you'll see the 160 out in the distance represents 160 miles. Very rarely will you ever get any enemy showing up at this distance. You got to pull it kind of back in there. Now, off to the left side, you'll see the circles with the numbers. What that means is this radar is scanning from about 13, I want to say it's about 13,000 feet up to 38,000 feet up. If I zoom in further, 19,000 feet to 32,000 feet at a range of about 40 miles out. 22 to 29, you can see where this is going here. It's kind of like a cone, so the cone is getting smaller as the range gets shorter. However, the key thing to remember is it gets more accurate as the range gets shorter. So we're not going to see these guys at 160 miles out. And you remember what Overlord said as far as their distance was. In case you've forgotten, let's get a bogey dope.
Overlord, Pontiac 9-1. Request bogey dope. Pontiac 9-1. Overlord, Bra 279 460 at 8,000 knots.
$60 miles out. Really not that far. We've got the radar set to 160. We're going to bring it in. So right now it's about set to 80. We could probably pull it in to 40. But again, that's going to make our cone smaller. We do know that they're at 8,000, which means they're staying pretty close to the deck.
Overlord, Bra 279 450 at 8,000 knots.
Alright, we're going to come off the autopilot and we're going to head to the deck. It looks like they are trying to use that mountain range just between the big mountain range. So we're going to do the same thing. Pretty much right there over that city, that's where they're trying to funnel through. So our final battle is going to take place right there. Alright, looks like I have everything set. Let's see, what are we running? AIM-120s. I'm going to zoom out a little bit and see if these guys show up. 2, you with me? Two is with me. Okay, 8,000. Give me another bogey dope.
Contact bearing 280. Overlord, Pontiac 9-1. Request bogey dope. 2. Contact bearing 279.35.
Oh, I see him, I see him, I see him. Go ahead, 2.
Contact bearing 2. Set flight. Engage bandits. 2. Contact bearing 280.30.
God damn it, 2. I know where they are. Kill them. Can I lock? I cannot lock. Why can't I lock? I got a lock. Okay, this is good. We've got a lock. Let's go ahead and do this. We're not in range yet. Lovely. But we do have visual. They're directly ahead. Okay, 2. Help me out here, buddy. I'm gonna need everything you have to give. So, engage bandits.
Engage bandits. 2, copy.
Thank you.
2, engaging bandit.
And there he goes.
2, spike, close spot.
Happy hunting, buddy. Good luck.
2, spike, close spot.
I'm gonna go after the guy to the left.
3,
Thank you, 2.
2, spike, close spot.
Watch, he's probably going after my target.
Spike, close spot.
Okay, I'm gonna need to make this quick here because these guys are gonna break up real quickly. Shit, I lost contact.
Shoot. Shoot.
Alright, I got this guy, Fox 3. Where did they go?
2, engaging bandit.
Alright, you engage, buddy. Let me see where my missiles are at. That one's dead. This one's doing something. Are you gonna hit? No! This one's dead. Okay. Alright, let's put it back to flood mode here.
Tally bandit, close spot.
And we're gonna switch to Sidewinder.
2, tally bandit, close spot.
Overlord, help me out here.
Fox 2. 2, engaging bandit.
Thank you, 2. Oh, I see him.
Pontiac 9-1. Request bogey dope.
Nice, good shot.
Pontiac 9-1.
Oh, don't tell me they're clean.
2, flash 1.
I will cut you. Thank you, 2. Okay, this guy is clearly bugging for Sochi. We are not having that. We are not having that.
2, Fox 2. 2, engaging bandit.
Is he head to head? Shit, he's head to head. I see him. I see him. Don't pass out. Don't pass out. Don't pass out. Where the hell did he go?
Pontiac 9-1, Overlord, pop-up group 28142 at 2,500 knots.
Shoot. Shoot.
Got him! Oh, son, it's about to get like Christmas Day!
Shoot. Shoot.
Fox 2!
Pontiac 9-1, Overlord, pop-up group 06243 at 6,000 flanking.
I'm on full burner here and I'm still losing power. This is no bueno.
1, Overlord,
Shoot. Shoot.
21240.
Minimum
Fox
speed.
2!
Flanking.
Minimum speed.
Oh, are you
Minimum
shitting
speed.
me? I'm running out of sidewinders here. You know what? I'm just gonna hit him with guns.
Dodge 4, airborne.
What? Oh, crap. That means I lost 2. Got him!
Pontiac 9-1, Overlord, Bra 18341 at 7,000 flanking.
Sayonara, sucker!
Pontiac 9-1, Overlord, Bra 05242 at 5,000 knots.
052 for 2. Wait, where is that? That's the other way around. Why am I turning around this way? Alright, let's get some flare and chaff out. And apparently I lost 2. I think he ejected. I don't know.
Pontiac 9-1, Overlord, Bra 07941 at
6,000. Oh, we're at 3,000.
Dodge 4. Passing waypoint 2 at 2,800.
There's a 21 to my left. Okay, where are you, sucker? Where the hell are you?
91 Overlord. Pop-up group 04542 at 3,500. Flanking.
Seriously? It's gonna be like that. You're trying the scissors with me. We've got F-14s inbound. I would really like to get this guy before he gets me.
91 Overlord. Pop-up group
Shoot. Shoot.
06142 at
Bingo!
500. Cold.
Fox 2. Oh, that did not miss. Seriously? Did that just miss? Fox 2. Boomflowah! Now, what was that other guy that I just saw? Was that one of ours? I don't even know. Yep, that's an enemy. Okay. Alright, I still have one more Sidewinder left. Let's just confirm outside. Ah, hell, I've got 2 Sidewinders left. Okay, well, before the Tomcats get here and steal all my fun, let me get a bogey dope.
Overlord, Pontiac 9-1. Request bogey dope. Pontiac 9-1. Overlord, pop-up group 11443 at 4,000. Flanking.
114. That is this way.
Pontiac 9-1. Overlord, Bra 10444 at 4,000. Cold.
I know he's around here somewhere. Where the hell is that sucker? Give me something!
Overlord, Pontiac 9-1. Request bogey dope. Pontiac 9-1. Overlord, Bra 09145 at 4,000. Cold.
Okay, so he's bugging out of here. There he is. There he is. This one is a straight shot up the tailpipe. I'm going to avenge 2. It's gonna happen. Provided I have enough gas. Shit, I am low on gas. Okay, we're gonna make this quick. Because that is a thing. And he's moving to intercept. Tomcats, if you're still out there, yeah. Don't go anywhere too fast.
Shoot. Shoot.
Pontiac 9-1. Overlord,
Fox 3.
Bra 10741.
Boomflowah!
Hot.
Sucks to be you, buddy. Sucks to be you. Woo! So, I lost number 2. Second wave of MiG-21s have been splashed. Stand by, doing a radar sweep for more. Please tell me there's nothing else out there, because I'm just about done. What's the verdict? Hey, look, there's Sukumi. Okay, well, I know where the carrier is in relation to this. Pontiac 9-1, no contacts on radar. You may RTB. If you need topping up, swing by the Viking on your way in. Well, that is a really good question. Do I need topping up? I have 2,700 pounds, and I should be able to make it back to the carrier on this. So I'm going to set it to ILSN, which is the same as returning to the carrier. And we're going to put the autopilot on. And that should do it. That'll take us back to the carrier, and once we get to the carrier, we should be good to go. So now would be a great time for me to do the magic of editing. Alright, the autopilot is still currently going crazy, but that's okay. I can deal with it as long as it doesn't red me out or black me out. I'm assuming it's doing what I need it to do. I do have the autopilot on, right? Yeah, it says it's about 39 nautical miles away, so it should be bringing me down to about 3,000 feet. Now, the plan here is real simple. We're going to try your standard Cat 1 carrier approach. Now, I don't remember if my numbers are correct, so do not correct me in the comments because I don't remember if my numbers are correct. All I know is we should be about 800 feet, and we come in for a carrier brake just past the bow. We'll brake to the left. We'll make sure our hook is down. On our downwind, we'll make sure our gear is out and our flaps are out, and we'll work from there. And rather than have me losing consciousness, I'm gonna set this thing up to autopilot hold altitude. Alright, there we go. Let's do a quick sweep and see if we can find the carrier. That'll make life a touch easier for us. I want to say the carrier is going to be a little bit to our right. So we're already in like a hold. A roll hold. So that should swing us around where we need to be. It's just doing it slowly. Alright, there appears to be a marker coming up right about there. No, that's not where we need to be. I'm also looking at the ADI. The ADI is telling me we're way off course. Alright, so let's go ahead and come off of this. We'll straighten up. Okay, autopilot's back on. Where the hell is the carrier from here? I don't know. Let's take a carrier's eye view.
Dodge 4, passing waypoint 3 at 24,000.
Alright, Dodge 4, you do your thing. Okay, they've got to be ahead somewhere. Magic binoculars are not picking up anything. Okay, there's Triangle Island, as I like to call it. I don't even know if that's the real name of the damn place. Imagine they should be directly ahead. Oh, wait. I got visual. I have visual. Okay, so they're right there. Not a problem. Alright, so with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and kill all throttle. Put that down to 0. Autopilot's off. And let's bring her down to the deck with the speed brakes up.
Dodge 4, passing waypoint 4 at 25,000.
Okay, so the plan is really simple. I'm going to pull up behind the ships, and then we're going to pass the carrier on the near right side, make our carrier brake to the left, try to be around 800 feet off the deck, and we'll see if we can bring this thing in for a landing, and I will show you the IFLAWs that they have on this carrier, which I think is probably the most standout feature for this particular carrier. So there we go. Alright, so carrier's directly ahead. Well, actually it's more off to the left, but that's okay. I can handle that. Center up my view just to be sure. Okay, so we are at 200. Let's give it a little bit of power. And we're between about 1,500 and 1,000, so we'll drop a little bit of altitude. Want to keep our speed between 250 and 200 as we're coming in. One thing I will tell you folks, I do not do this by the book. I will try to get a rough approximation of what the book is like, but it will never, ever, ever be like the books. So, if you are watching this channel expecting me to do it to mil specs, the way that the US Navy would, you will be disappointed. And I will tell you that right now. I am a Navy aviation aficionado. I am not a naval aviation pilot. Never have been. Would have wanted to be, but unfortunately was not in the cards for me. So I just play one on YouTube. Alright, so there's the bush. And there's our 3 frigates, and we got a cruiser up to the front, which we cannot see. Well, we can now if you look all the way to the left. Alright, we're at about 1,000. I'm going to keep it there because we want to be between 1,000 and about 800. We also want to keep our speed about 130-ish. Well, maybe 150. I think that's actually the approach speed for the Hornet. 135 is about the landing speed. Alright, now, just to forewarn you, when I make the left turn and start doing this carrier break, excuse me, you are going to see the IFLOLs. So you're going to see a bunch of red lights, maybe some yellow lights. Ignore them for this pass. They will only count when we're ready to make our final approach. Alright, so let's go ahead and bring it down just below 1,000. There we go. We'll line up on the track. You can see the flashing lights that I'm referring to. In addition to the regular IFLOLs, otherwise commonly known as the meatball, you will also see lights that will tell us whether we are lined up to the left or to the right. If it is flashing left, the faster it's flashing left, the more off course we are to the left. Same thing to the right. If it's flashing more to the right as far as green lights, then we're more to the right. But we are right where we need to be in order to come in for the carrier break, so I'm going to go ahead and drop the hook. Okay, we're looking good. Alright, so now that we are past the ship, I am going to turn us to the left. We're still at about 900 feet. We should be at about 800. Like I said, I'm not a pro at this, so it's never going to be the way it should be. I'm going to drop our speed a little bit, though. Okay, there is our frigate, which means we should be just about a beam. We'll confirm. Yes, we are. Gear coming down. Flaps coming down. Confirm. Okay, everything's looking good. Alright, we're at 800. We're just past that back frigate, so we're going to go ahead and make a controlled turn to the left. I'm going to give it a little bit of power, and that will increase the radius of our turn. So you can see the wake of the frigate there. We need to be on the right side of that frigate. I'm going to shallow up our turn. Okay, we've got flashing red, which means we are to the left of center line. We want to look for yellow, which is, of course, in between both red and green. Right now, we are green. Alright, so we're too far to the right. We also need to drop our speed considerably. Still can't see the meatball, but we're getting kind of close. 3/4 of a mile coming up. Alright, we're still a little to the left, so we'll swing out to the right, and I'll pull our rudder this away, and that'll make a slide slip. There we go. A little bit of side slip action there for you. Alright, now we're to the right. This is okay. I can adjust accordingly. Meatball says we're a little bit low. Don't settle. Don't settle. Give it power. Bring it in. Bring it in. And we're down. Just like that, we are down. Not too shabby, if I should say so myself. Alright, now, another important thing that you need to know about this mod. Once you land, when you make a successful trap, you need to press your brakes so you can get moving. Otherwise, if you pull the throttle up, you'll just kind of sit there. No bueno. Press your brakes, and that'll get you moving again. So, let's see. Our little guys are directing us to the left here. This is good. This is very good. I want to say this should be a pretty good parking spot. Let's see. What are they doing here? YMCA. Okay, gotcha, guys. Gotcha. We're going to park right about here. Okay, so just to remind you, this is a mod. This is available on VFA-113, the Stingers. There are variations of this mod, which do include this carrier, available on other Hornet squadrons. Make no bones about it, folks. People are starting to get together their Hornet squadrons. They know the Hornet is coming. They know the Tomcat is coming. Naval aviation is going to be a huge thing in DCS. So, if you haven't yet found a squadron to join for multiplayer, you might want to start doing that now. But my thanks go out to VFA-113, the Stingers, for making this readily available, even though it still looks like an F-15 and it flies like a Su-33. It still kind of sort of feels like a Hornet. And I still managed to get some kills. So bam! There we go. Kill window popping up right now. And it'll tell you just how good I did in comparison to my wingman Sundown, who is currently walking home from Georgia. Alright, but with all of that having been said, let's go ahead and turn everything off. So, landing lights off. Nav lights off. Engines off. Engines, do you not go off? Yes, you do. Okay, good deal. Canopy open. Mirrors closed. It's a beautiful thing! How are those Tomcats doing? Gotta love them Tomcats. Alright, so that will just about do it for me. Thank you, as always, for watching. This has been BelGeode, flying in DCS World 1.5.6, otherwise known as the Open Beta. And we've been flying a Hornet mod from VFA-113, or 113, the Stingers. It's available for free. Link, as always, is in the description. If you like what you've seen, please feel free to give me a like. And, of course, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. And please, share this video. Alright, before the Tomcats go ahead and land, I'm going to call it quits. So thank you, as always, again for watching. And I will catch you on the next video, where we will get back to some Viggen stuff. So, ciao.